Dispatch, how can I help you?
Hi. I'm not sure if this is quite the right number to call. Last night I got home from the bars with my girlfriend, and she got upset at me and ran off. And I chased her and wasn't able to find her, and I still haven't heard from her. Her phone's off. I called all her family, and they haven't heard from her, so I'm wondering what you recommend I do.
This is Kaylee Sawyer, and in July of 2016, she went out with her friends to a bachelorette party that she had been looking forward to for quite some time. She partied with her friends until well past midnight, and then she called her boyfriend, Cameron, and asked for a ride home. Kaylee was picked up by her boyfriend, and they proceeded to argue during their drive home. Once they reached their destination, Cameron would go inside their apartment, while Kaylee sat in the car still very angry from their conversation. After about 10 minutes, he went back outside to check on his girlfriend, but she was gone.
Yeah, she was mad at me, so I walked inside and told her to come meet me, and then when she's like, calm down. And then I went back out in 10 minutes, and she was gone. And I called her a few times, and she said she was walking down the street. And then I guess she said her phone was about to die, and then I couldn't get a hold of her after that. I haven't heard from her since.
2 days later, a police officer by the name of Isabel Laura would go to the local precinct to tell them that her husband had told her that he had taken the life of Kaylee Sawyer. Her husband, Edwin Laura, worked as a security guard for a local college and had come home the night before, acting very strange and very quiet. The couple were going through a difficult time in their marriage, so Isabel decided not to ask questions about his strange behavior. The following morning, Edwin confronted his wife and confessed everything to her.
So he comes out of the room, and his eyes were all teary. That's what I'm like, what happened? Tell me what happened. What's wrong? So he sits on the sofa. I turn off the TV, and then he just says that. He's like, I kill a woman, that's what he said. I'm like, he said, I don't remember exactly the words that he said, but he said something that he hit her with the car, and then he panicked.
Okay.
So then I asked him, like, that's what I was trying for him to explain to me. So you hit her with the car, that's an accident.
Yeah.
Why? What do you mean you panic? What do you mean?
Edwin told his wife that he was driving in his security patrol car 2 nights before, and while he was driving, his vehicle struck Kaylee and took her life. Edwin claimed that he panicked, not knowing what to do, and decided to hide the body where nobody would find it. He kept Kaylee's belongings and put them in the shed that was in their yard. After confessing all of this to his wife, he took her standard issue handgun from her purse and drove off in his Nissan Altima.
And then he's like, okay, so then he says, at some point, I don't remember if it was back in the living room or went up, because he was just walking back and forth. He said that he hit her with the car at work. And I asked him, well, where is there any signs that you hit her or what? And then he said that it was because of the grill. That no, there was no signs. It was just him moving around. I'm not sure if I don't think he grabbed anything other than he did grab my gun from my purse. And then he just kept saying, I need to go. And then right before he left, he's like, there's her stuff in the shed.
How did you say that again?
He said something in regards to her stuff is in the shed.
Her stuff is in the shed.
The police knew that the first thing they needed to do was to find Edwin and confirm the story. While they searched for him, they also did a search of their home and shed, looking for any evidence to back up the information. They found a white trash bag filled with several items, including high-heel shoes, a purse with a passport and credit card, and a clump of hair. The hunt was on for Edwin. They needed to catch him before he claimed another victim. Unfortunately, they would be too late.
Okay, thank you. Hello, sir.
Hi,
My name is Sergeant Beckwith.
I'm Mac. Wait, I shouldn't introduce myself because you guys know me.
We know a little bit, right? All right, so here's the thing. I just want to get to the nitty-gritty. We have not been able to find Kaylee's body. Can you please help me find her body immediately before we start talking about anything else? Okay. So here's what I know about this. Hear me out, sir. We can't change what happened. the three of us in this room. And people will care more about what happens right now than what happened before.
After Edwin left his home, he drove to his parents' house and traded vehicles with them. The police would find his vehicle later that day, and they would also find hair on the rear bumper. Edwin did not know what to do. He knew by then the police would be looking for him, so he decided to drive away as far as he could. After a while of driving, he parked outside of a clothing store and sat in his vehicle. That's when Edwin would see 19-year-old Andrea sitting inside of her own vehicle, taking a selfie that she planned to upload to social media. Edwin could not help himself. He got out of his car and walked over to Andrea's car. He opened the passenger door, demanding that they drive away.
Right? And so what I've determined is, and we've looked at this a bunch of times, is I don't think you're a bad guy, right? I think that things have spun completely out of control, sir. Sir, am I right? Okay? But that being said, you know from your training and your education that we have a massive load of resources right now dedicated to one thing, and that's to serve the victim's family, okay? And they need that, and they need that right now. And so I need you to remember that it doesn't matter so much about what happened, it's what you do now.
Yeah. And you know this, man.
Matt wants to do it, Matt.
So before, can I say the story what happened first?
Yeah, as you're drawing, please, or whatever you'd like to do. Sir, please do that first. You want us to get you out of that stuff?
Highway from, yeah,
Okay, look, you ask if we can get him out of this stuff so we can
the highway from Redmond to Salem, that's 120, right?
I think it's 126.
126.
Yeah, what did you have those things? It's going to be on the south side of the road. So if this is north, like the,
Yeah, that's north, it's gonna be on the south side.
okay. And this is going to be east towards Redmond, correct?
They drove together to California, and eventually their car would break down. They pulled into a motel parking lot and talked to the attendant about purchasing a room while they figured out their next move. Later that evening, Edwin saw a man standing by his car in the motel parking lot. He saw his chance to get another vehicle. The man yelled for help as Edwin tried taking his car, so Edwin silenced him before driving away in the stolen car.
You're doing good, Edwin. You know what? This is not easy. You might be a little bit scared. We're going to hear what you have to say. We really, really want to. I'm thankful, and so is Sergeant Beckwith, that you know what the right thing to do is right now, and that's to help us locate her, for her family, for the community, for us, for you, for your wife, all that good stuff, okay? So I'm thankful to you. I want to say that right away, that you hear what this man has to say, and that you've got a heart inside of you. And I know, because I was in your house. I saw the Bible. I know you thumb through it a lot. I see that you've tithed for months consecutively. I know you have God in your heart, okay? And that's just not a trick. That's eternal, right? You know that. But I'm not talking about this moment. I'm talking about the big picture, okay? And so I appreciate your honesty.
So, what happened, man? What happened? Like the straight up, what happened?
Edwin knew that he needed another vehicle. He stopped outside of a gas station where he saw a woman with her 2 grandsons sitting in a car. They were waiting for her husband to return from the store. Edwin stole the car with the occupant still inside and drove for 15 miles before he dropped them off. During this 15-mile trip, Edwin demanded that they listen to a story that he wanted to tell. He told them about all the things he had done up until that point, and then told the woman to use her camera phone to record a video of him and upload it to Facebook.
Hi, everybody. I just want to say that I apologize for everything I've done. Most likely I'm going to get caught. And so far she's been doing what I've been told her to do. We're driving, and she'll be home pretty soon. I'm sorry to her grandma and her family members, to her boyfriend. You know, I'm sorry for everything that I caused. Okay, and you'll see her pretty soon. Okay, tell the cops that not to shoot us, because if they shoot us, then that's not my fault. Okay, but sorry, everybody. Bye.
Edwin continued to drive for some time, not really knowing what he wanted to do. The police continued to follow his trail until finally they would catch up with him and a high-speed chase would begin. During this pursuit, Edwin would make a strange call to 911.
911 emergency reporting.
Yes, hi. This is Edwin Lara, and I'm the guy on Interstate 5, going at high speed. I know you guys have the chopper on me already.
Yeah.
And, yeah, I just want to say I am going to turn myself in.
Hello? Yeah, hi. What's your name?
Andrea.
Andrea, what's your last name?
Maes, M-A-E-S.
Okay, are you heard at all, Andrea?
No.
No? Okay.
During this call, Edwin asks the operator to grant him a very strange request. He claims he has asthma and has been looking for an inhaler since he left his home. When the operator asks him why he's driving so fast, he gives them yet another strange answer.
I'm not going to stop right here. I'm just going to turn myself in Corning. Okay?
Are you going to Corning Police, or where are you going?
Yeah, I'm going to Corning Police. But I want to ask you a favor.
Uh-huh.
So I have asthma.
You have asthma? Okay.
Yeah, so you tell them not to be too rough on me because, you know, I can barely breathe right now. All right, so that's all I wanted to say.
Do you
know,
need
I don't
any
want.
kind of medical, or?
Yeah, well, I think so. I'm gonna need my inhaler. I forgot my inhaler at home. You know, I went all over Salem, Oregon, looking for an inhaler, but I guess they don't sell it. You know, behind the counter or out of counter. So.
Edwin, how fast are you going?
I'm going about 120 miles an hour.
You're going
about
right 120 miles an hour?
Yeah.
Can you slow down?
Well, I want to make it there quick. That way I can turn myself in.
Edwin would eventually pull into a casino and give himself up to police. He was arrested and brought in for interrogation. It didn't take very long for the detectives to convince Edwin to tell them everything that had happened.
And I was going to turn south on College Way on the D4 lot. So I was going to turn south on the do not enter area there. And I didn't see her. She was wearing all black. So I was in a hurry, so it was my fault. And I wasn't expecting anybody, you know, at that time of night. So I just turned and I mean, I didn't hit her that hard. I just bumped her with the patrol car, bumped her with the front rack. And she fell down. And at first I thought, you know, first thing I was, oh, I killed her, you know, but I didn't hit her that hard. So I got off the car and she was really drunk. And then she looks at me and then she started screaming.
She started screaming
Yeah.
or you did?
She did. So I panicked and I just grabbed her by the throat and told her, shut up, shut up, shut up. So she passed out. I put her on the back of the patrol car, drove her up the B12 lot, and then I was panicking. I didn't know what to do. She already seen me. She saw my face. So I opened the door, and that's when she came back. She started screaming again. So I grabbed the chokehold, and I was telling her, shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up. She was just struggling to scream. So I threw her down and I hit her with a rock on the head. After that, I dragged her body behind a tree there, and I I hit her with another rock.
The night that Kaylee's life was taken, Edwin was at work, working the night shift as a security guard. He patrolled the area in his campus security vehicle until he met Kaylee, who was walking alone. After her fight with her boyfriend, Kaylee decided to go for a long walk, still drunk from the bachelorette party. He claims he bumped into her with the patrol car, which caused her to scream. Then he picked up a rock off the ground and silenced her screams.
Left her body there. I went to the Zama gym. I tried to wash off all the dirt from my glove. I had a stain on my shirt. I was wearing the bike patrol shirt. I had a red stain. I couldn't take that off, so I started washing my pants and my boots on the Zama gym. I went into the men's restroom right in front of the main entrance of the south entrance of the Zama. Then after being there, I just walked towards the women's gym or shower, and I went into the shower and I started washing off all the dirt from my pants. And then I looked at the watch and it was like 1:50 or whatever, and my shift was almost over.
They let him speak for around 20 minutes as he confesses in great detail to his crime. The detectives now have a confession, but they know they need more to guarantee that he will never do this again to anyone. They need to get him to say that he planned his crimes, which is a big difference compared to someone who committed the same crime but in the heat of the moment.
So a couple things you need to understand, and we're finally getting to the real problem here, we really are, is you knew she was never getting out the car the moment you shut that door. Well, let me finish. You need to let me finish, right? Because I know this, okay? Because you said we were hookers. She's like, no. Immediately you go to give me your purse and your phone.
Well, I knew she wasn't going to get out.
She wasn't gonna survive that encounter, was she?
No, it
Because
was.
you can't let her live.
Edwin, we're missing something here, man.
Look, yeah, I know what you guys are thinking, and it makes perfect sense. It does.
Because
Why would you
I know
ask?
where you got-
Why would you ask for her purse? What was in your head that made you want her purse?
Because, you know,
Just in case she had a gun? She could defend herself.
She was going to use her phone.
to call 911, call for help.
So, but listen to this. According to your story, this is where it does not make sense. If your intent isn't already there to do some kind of harm or some kind of evil to her, some friggin' evil that's there, bro. It's there. You just gotta face it down, man. You can't cower away from it. You face that damn thing down right now. If you know the only way, if you don't have intent in her head, your thought is, I gotta keep that phone away from her because she's gonna call for help before anything bad's even happened. You've already made a decision. Am I right or am I wrong? Help me.
So I made the decision at that time to silence her.
They need Edwin to say that from the moment he met Kaylee, he knew he was going to commit the crime. Up until this point, the second detective has not said a word because they are doing a routine that almost everyone knows called the good cop, bad cop routine. Normally with this routine, the bad cop comes in first, acting very aggressive, threatening, and accusing the criminal. After a while, the good cop will come in and gain their trust because they fear interacting with the bad cop. In this case, the opposite is true, where the good cop does his best to gain trust in a confession, and when that doesn't work, the bad cop will intimidate the suspect, trying to get them to crack under pressure.
Because
When did you make that decision?
when she started screaming, because she had seen my face.
But you already grabbed her phone. You already kept her away from making a call for help or contacting someone. So you're already preserving yourself. So I'm thinking it's before, when you ask for the purse, I think you already know in your head, I'm going to silence her. Why else would you ask?
So when she gave me her, like she had her phone, because I knew her phone was back there. Like it just clicked on my head, and I put her purse back there. Her phone is in there, you know. So I told her, give me purse. So then
Tell me
she-
exactly how you said, give me your purse. Say it exactly how you said it.
Okay, so I went, give me your fucking purse.
Just like that.
Just like that.
Okay.
So she hands over the purse, and I'm like, your phone is not in here. And she goes, goes, yes, it is. So I start digging in the purse with this hand, and I find phone, and it's there. So, and, you know, very relieved, but at this time she's struggling with the door, and I'm telling her, shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up.
Do you have dominion over a woman?
Dominion?
Mm-hmm. Dominant. Is there anything about her life that means less than yours? Okay.
But you told us earlier when you were trying to carjack people in Salem, you wanted a woman who was weaker.
Weaker woman, because I knew a guy was going to fight me and I didn't want to kill anybody.
Right, so you have dominion.
The detective knows that Edwin is a very emotional person. Even though he committed these crimes, Edwin wants the people around him to think that he is a good person with a kind heart. He did things like confessing the crime to his wife while he was crying, or calling 911 to tell them that his passenger was safe. He is showing symptoms of histrionic personality disorder. People that suffer from HPD have an excessive desire for approval. They express strong emotions and can be easily influenced by others. The detective begins to use this disorder against him.
And what he means by take it into consideration is this, man. Bluntly, you've betrayed that trust. Okay? The sound that you heard after the strike of the first rock, before you hit her with the second, is agonal breathing, and you know this. It's the sound of life leaving her body. It's the sound of the life God breathed into her, leaving her, and her life being no more, going away, being done. No. You know what it is? You need to hear it though. Okay? I respect you enough, Edwin, at this point, that I've asked you for detail, and now I'm going to give you my own. Okay? Those are the cold, hard facts. Does God still love you? Will He forgive you? Will He bring you back into His heart? Will He? Questions you have to answer for yourself. Okay? It's brutal. It's hard to say. It's hard to sit in here. But you got to face it before you can look your God in the eye and ask for that forgiveness and be able to receive it. That's the heart I want to see in that letter. Not graphic depictions, but the heart of a man broken, right? That you look and you can see what you've done. And you can begin to rebuild.
So, I think all throughout my life, I have struggled with somehow the urge to kill. But what has helped me not develop that, in a sense, was when I married my wife. It kind of dissipated because I had something to look forward to. Before that, I didn't have nothing to look forward to.
The interrogation ends with Edwin reading a letter he wrote to the father of his victim. He cries heavily during the reading of this letter, and then he was handcuffed and sent to jail. At first, Edwin's wife received quite a bit of backlash because she waited several hours to inform the police. By her waiting, she wasted valuable time, and it allowed Edwin to commit more crimes. They say that she should have dialed 911 immediately instead of going down to the police station. Isabella also resigned as a police officer and moved far away from her home. She did, however, receive a phone call from Edwin shortly after he was arrested.
This call may be recorded or monitored. I have a prepaid call from Edwin, an inmate at Tehama County Jail. Your account balance is $9.05. Press 9 for rate information. If you wish to accept this prepaid call, dial 0 and hold. To refuse, dial... Thank you. This call may be recorded or monitored. Hello?
Hi.
Hey, babe. What are you doing?
Well, here, trying to put my life back together.
Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that.
So when you were calling earlier, I wasn't able to, like, it was getting disconnected.
Mm-hmm.
So to prepay the cost. We just know that I guess there's some issues there, but I guess you figured it out, or I'm not sure.
No, I didn't. Can you advise my parents of that?
When they're having court.
So right now I feel that all my rights are being violated because an attorney hasn't been appointed to me. Although they read my rights when I got here. They're like.
So has hablado o no has hablado?
Yeah, I keep asking for an attorney, and there is no attorney because for me to be transferred to Oregon, and that's gonna take a while. All I want is a lawyer. That's all I want. I want a freaking lawyer because my rights are being violated right now. And a lawyer was supposed to be appointed to me from the moment I have a lawyer, and a lawyer was supposed to be appointed to me from the moment I asked for a lawyer. And I've been asking for lawyers since I got basically booked yesterday or whenever that was, 2 days ago. I don't know what day it is today. I don't even know what time it is. I love you.
Okay, I'm doing what I could do for you.
Just get me that freaking lawyer. That's all I need.
Yes.
The news are going to get here Sunday, so they're going to talk to me on Sunday. All right, just get me the lawyer. I just need a lawyer. That's it.
Yes.
Right now, I'm being possibly in prison. At this time. I'm not even know why I'm being booked for. They haven't told me these are your charges or anything like that.
Edwin eventually pleaded guilty for his crimes and received life without the possibility of parole. Thank you for watching this video. If you found this video informative and believe this channel deserves a subscription, this is a thank you in advance. Please comment below your thoughts and opinions on this case. I will see you next time here on the Red Tree Crime YouTube channel.
How you guys doing right on this? Pretty good?
Guilty of custody.